What's happening, guys? Vince from Ecom Stacks here, and I'm just giving a quick update on what I've been up to and how my stores have been going. So today was a record day for me, and I actually made more money than I've ever made with e-commerce, which is a good thing. So I hit 3 digits again. Yesterday, this is today, but yesterday I almost made it to 3 digits, and I got stuck at 99.6 free, which is so close to 3 digits that it's annoying. And I was hoping to make it, but that last order just didn't come in. So anyway, that's disappointing. But the next day, which was today, which just ended, I made almost 160, which is by far a record for me, because the last biggest day I had was 120. So definitely things are going in the right direction. And what I can attribute this to is mainly the fact that my upsells seem to be increasing my average order value. So I'm getting more sales, 8 rather than 7, but it's also just the fact that people seem to be going for my upsells. So that's some good news, especially because I'm paying for that app, and that app seems to be paying for itself. So yeah, that's progress, and basically now I'm aiming to break 200. So I'm gonna up my ad spend, see if I can keep the ad spend low as I have been, but try to do some split tests and see if I can get some more conversions and break the 200 mark. In other news, some of the items I've been testing don't seem to be converting, so I'm still kind of stuck with 2 items that are doing well and a couple of items that are pitching in. So that's disappointing. I tried a few different kind of things, tried to target iPhone 6 people, because I assumed they had money, but I guess maybe other people have been targeting them like crazy, so that was maybe not a good idea. I have to look at the data to be sure. And I tried a drone, and I thought maybe this would be the type of item that you could mark up quite a bit, because a higher perceived value item, and that doesn't seem to have gained any traction. So I'm probably going to drop those items and try a different tactic. But again, you got to try 20 items to find one that works, so nothing unusual here. I think I must have tried 10 before I found the first one that worked for me. And so basically what I'm going to do now is I got my French store set up, and it's basically good to go. So I'm going to take a slightly different strategy with that store. I'm going to work with the items I know are working for me already and take them into the French market. But I'm also going to try maybe do more offer type situations, not free plus shipping, but bundling things together, especially jewelry. Because one of the things I'm thinking about doing here is, if you go into AliExpress and you type in 2017 into the search bar and you sort by orders, you can kind of get an idea of what's definitely selling, yeah? And one of the things you notice is that a lot of this shit is seriously low price, like this stuff here. I mean, somehow this has made 31,000 orders, and the average unit cost is 62 cents. So I'm thinking, if I go into the French market and I take this and I offer a bundle, I offer free for $9.99, free for $9.99. 3 of these will cost me about $2. The shipping, because they're coming from the same guy, the same company, the same manufacturer, whatever, will cost me about $2. So I'm talking about $4 to potentially make 6, and I'll get them to pay shipping, so call that free. So I'm definitely talking about making 200% more ROI on this offer. So I'm basically looking to bundle items together that are very low cost, but as a whole, collectively, will have a higher perceived value. And that's the strategy I'm going to try and go forward with this week. And I'm looking at these kind of items also because they're simple items. I'm not going to touch clothing because of size issues and refunds, and it's just like an area I'm not willing to go. I'll go into that with Printify and have it based out of the countries I'm targeting, but I wouldn't do it with AliExpress, just because of people, sizes, clothes, and Asians have a different conception of large than Europeans do. So it's just like a no-go zone for me. I'm looking at simple things like these necklaces. You can't go wrong with that, and they're most likely going to be the item they are. And I'm basically going to take these and try and figure out a way to bundle them. So I'm looking at anything that I could say, choose free. For example, this item here, there's obviously 5 variations of this. So I'm going to say, look, choose any free for $9.99, and and see, and hopefully that will go nicely. But one of the issues I've had with my UK store is I've noticed that, and I don't know how I missed this at the beginning, is the theme I'm using goes from add to cart directly to checkout. So you basically can't choose variations. You can't keep adding items to the basket, which is a good thing if you just want people to go from, adding to the cart directly to the checkout, not getting lost, and maybe not completing the whole process. But at the same time, I'm wondering whether it's been affecting my average order value and people haven't been adding more items to the cart. So I have a certain item that has a whole bunch of variations, and I'm seeing people adding 2-3 versions but of the same color. I'm just on the fence about whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. So in my other store, my French store, I've changed the theme. The theme basically allows you to add multiple variants to the basket and then you check out. And one of the things I'm planning to do is I'm going to use this offer, or something like this. This would be a good offer just to try, and maybe install this app which allows you to create quantity breaks. So basically, if you buy one, it'll be $8.99. You buy two, it'll be $7.99. If you buy one, it'll be $15.99. If you buy two, it'll be $13.99. You buy three, $9.99. So what I'll do is in my ads, I'll say, look, any three of these with the image for $9.99. And so I'm basically planning to install this app on my French language store and testing this method of advertising, because I've also seen other guys, or I've inferred that this is how they're making a lot of sales, and I just want to see for myself. So other than that, bad news, my card eventually got flagged by AliExpress for making a whole bunch of orders. I was expecting that, and now I got to go through the verification process. Luckily I have another card, so I just kind of move some money around and go ahead with that, and hopefully nothing bad will come of it. And I'm getting verified now. I was expecting it to happen, and it's happened, so I'm moving on. And other than that, basically a good tip that I've learned is, yes, look for keywords that will give you a whole bunch of definite offers that are working, so you can be sure that anything here is working. I wouldn't touch the clothes, but if you look through this kind of stuff, I mean, this looks like a safe bet to me. And I've been shying away from doing fashion-y stuff, especially towards women, just because I feel like I don't get it. But you don't have to get it. I'm just letting the data do the work here, and I'm following the order sizes, and I'm like, someone's making this work, someone's selling it. Maybe the French market isn't as saturated, especially for this kind of stuff, and I'm gonna hit it hard and see if I can make some stacks. Other than that, I might try the 3+ shipping over there in France. I haven't had much success with that in the UK market, and I think that's because that strategy maybe is just worn and people are wary of it. And that's about it for today. So good news, I hit 160, let's call it, and I'm heading towards 200, and I'm looking for new items to add to my roster or whatever, and hopefully I can eventually make it to 4 digits. That's the big aim I'm going for. So stay tuned, and hopefully the next update will be another improvement, and things will keep moving forward. And on another note, I've sent my first email campaign out, and let's see how that goes. That was another thing I had worries with the theme I'm using on my store, which is actually the minimal theme by Shopify. It's one of the free themes that I've been sending. I decided to send the email list to a collection page, hoping that they would add a whole bunch of stuff to the basket. And I'm thinking with the theme I've got, that will be again a limitation. So I'm gonna see how that goes with my other store, and if I feel like maybe going straight to the checkout isn't a good thing, I'll switch the theme up on my UK store as well and go with the simple theme by Shopify, which is another free theme that doesn't have that feature integrated into it. So otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll be back with the next update tomorrow, or whenever tomorrow is for me, because of my sleep patterns. And yeah, have a good time. See you later. Whatever. Ciao.